I will quickly show you how to by building a fighter. First thing you want to do is pop up, click this, PCs in the top right, come down here. You can click on the plus symbol to add item, or if you're on a GM server and you already have made it's the same thing, or if you've done it in character management, that's what I was looking for, you can upload it into his server. So once you have your character, you first want your stats. Let's go ahead just to use the pre-stats. For making a fighter, I will go ahead and go half orc champion. So 14 for strength. He doesn't need dex. Con will be 15. And yeah, he doesn't need to be the brightest bulb in the shed, so just needs to be able to see and talk well to others. So once you have your stats put in, make sure you have your modules open. So you quickly go into your library, click modules, then you have this, and then you can load them. Usually, whatever you want to open has player in it, so you can just quickly type in player and load all the stuff you need. So next, you will choose race. Since I'm going to do half orc, it's pretty simple, straightforward. Drop it into there, added. It'll automatically add a whole bunch of stuff. Like he already knows common, orc, savage attacks, size, which you can see in abilities, and notes. Since he's a half orc and he specializes in melee uh, crits, to add extra dice to it, you quickly click on your weapons tab, this little magnifying glass, click on this, and that's how you add one extra dice. You can also change the crit range while you're at it in here too. So next you want to choose backgrounds. Uh, let's say he was a gladiator. No, I like folk hero better. So that will automatically add skills, animal handling and survival in this tab. And then you can also add the items later, but we're not right now worried about that. So class is the last step to building the character before adding effects and the other items. So we'll just throw in regular fighter, and then we'll choose our skills as needed. So let's say he's good at athletics and perception. So in skills, it will automatically change it to a star, but if you ever need to change it, you can click it to proficient, to double proficiency if you have expertise, to half proficiency if you are a bard and get jack of all trades. This will not work for the champion's athletic. What was it called? It's the feat that allows him to use half his proficiency on all uh, strength and dex, I believe, ability checks. But this rounds down, while in that ability it rounds up. So this is not the best way to do it. Simply, you could just put it in miscellaneous or create an effect. And then your fighter has been built. You can edit as you need to, but otherwise you are complete. We'll go ahead and go over some of the effects for fighter. So we just want to click there, add power. We'll just put class here and second wind. So since we want to add a healing effect, we'll go ahead, click add heal. You want to do it to self, make sure you change it to self always. And then we'll add dice. You can quickly drag and drop it to here, so it's a 1d10 plus fighter level. Here is where that comes into play. If you click this, it goes base, and then goes through your physical stats and mental stats, and your proficiency, level, but you want to do your fighter level for this, so we click keep going, and there's bard, cleric, druid, fighter. That's what we want. Once you're done with that, next part. Once used, it needs to be recharged on a short or long rest. So we can go quickly in preparation. We have one use. Daily means once per day, so once per long rest. Or rest mean whenever you take a short rest or a long rest. In combat, you'll see it. Once you use it, it'll disappear, so you want to actually use the effect first, then click that you used it. Another way to look at it is by actions. So you don't have to have that open. You can quickly just click it and then expended. And then you undo it if your GM doesn't click the short rest or whatever you need to do, or if it was an accident. That is basically all that's needed for a level 1 fighter, except for this. Items and fighting style. So quickly go into fighter, scroll down, and it should show a list of links and then all the items you need. If not, you can just click on items and then type it out as need be. But let's go ahead and throw items into his inventories. First, we want to do weapons. Since he is a barbarian, no, not barbarian, a fighter, and he's orc, I want to do heavy weapons. We shall do. A great axe is usually associated with the barbarian. It also works for a fighter. So dropping in there will automatically update it here, and you just roll it as need be. And then if you want to do great weapon fighter, you can add I think it's reroll 2. Okay, I'm just going to quickly throw a whole bunch and see if it will. It hates me. Anyways, well, let's go over crits. If you hit shift, you can roll it for a crit. And now you see you have one for your weapon, one for your crit, and then one from your orc ancestry. What else? And that should be it. Besides, I'll just quickly go over the dueling. If you were ever to choose dueling, you just go into your weapon, add a bonus 2, and then it will change it. If you chose defensive, you will go into this tab, click here. This is where you can change all your initiative, your speed, and your armor as need be. So miscellaneous would be 1. So he is 1 up. What else? Archery. It's the same thing as dueling. You go in here and add your bonus to this section. Besides adding more weapons and gear, let's go ahead and just add the rest and complete the fighter. So it was chainmail. So I should automatically change it to 6, and you get none of your dex. And your stealth is at disadvantage. Here's a good point I need to make out. If you have a magic item, I think it's called Mithril Armor, this will not automatically recognize it sometimes. So you have to come in here and undo this check mark. That way it doesn't give you disadvantage. Now, besides that, Venture packs will be in here. So equipment packs, you just have to drag and drop. Probably Explorer's pack usually, and it'll automatically have all of it. You can undo this, and then you can know where you put the items. So everything's in my backpack, stuff except for the stuff I'm wearing. That covers a level 1 character. You can go in here and quickly change stats, your picture. You can also just go to your computer and add them as need be. The token will automatically adjust to this picture. So if I close this, I guess it's not going to do it this time. And then we just name our character. Let's just call him Joe, the hero, folk hero. If you want to know how to add background information, you just go in here, down, and then you just click on it, and you can just grab it and drop it where you need it.